The Department of Education, through the Office of Undersecretary for Administration, DepEd OUA, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology, ICTS Edtech, invites you to join its first ever international multidisciplinary webinar series in collaboration with the Global Educators Network Association of Teachers of English as a Foreign Language, TEFL, Thailand. This 3-day webinar series will gather experts and specialists from different areas of studies and from all parts of the globe to equip and empower educators in their areas of specialization, integrated through educational technology. This event is a convergence of resource speakers and expertise to further teachers' ability to answer the challenges of these changing times through topics with educational technology integration. Be updated and save this following days. Solo Educalidad!
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICTS Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del P. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Yes, hello. A blessed and wonderful Tuesday po sa lahat. Welcome to our 7th week ETUlay online tutorial for health optimizing physical education for particularly sa ating mga grade 12 students. Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng learners, parents, and teachers. I am your tutor Shen, your hope for tutor that will assist and guide you to understand more the activities and lesson for this subject. So I want you to remember po ang ating schedule. Ito po ay every Tuesday. It is from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock noon. And I hope if you haven't liked, all right, particularly if you're watching now, you can share ang ating mga Facebook pages for ETUlay online tutorial. We have their DepEd Edtech Unit, DepEd Philippines, and also DepEd Tayo. Para naman sa YouTube channel, you can subscribe sa mga channels like DepEd Edtech Unit and also DepEd TV. So once again, maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikiisa sa ating ETUlay online tutorial for this Hope for subject. And at this moment po, shout out po muna ako sa ating mga students and viewers for today. So let me greet po, no? Hi, Maria Francesca Macaraeg. Good morning din sa'yo. Also to Albert Torres Liquigan, watching from Rebecca National High School, Gonzaga, Cagayan Valley. Hello, hello. Also to Elvira Bihag Estoge, good day din sa'yo. We also have here Maher S. Adrami. Good morning, Maher. Yes, good morning. Also to Sherlina Vivares, watching from Hinaruan South CES. Maraming salamat for tuning in today. And I hope you will learn a lot for this lesson, for our discussion today. And We are now down to our week 7 na po tayo, no? So malapit-lapit na ang pagtatapos ng school year 2020-2021. And this time po, let's take time to have our review regarding our previous lesson. So could you still remember po ang ating lesson last week? Ano nga po yung ating lesson last week? Okay, so yeah, we talk about lesson 7 about kayaking and canoeing, also some of the proper etiquette and safety protocols, okay, when you engage to physical activities. Okay, so while you're preparing po, no, we will start our review, pero nakita ko dito si si Maher Adrami. Sige po, gusto niyang ipabati, no? Binabati po namin ang aming mga guro, Sir Jeffrey P. Yambot, Ma'am Marife Antonio na kaarawan today. Happy birthday po, Ma'am. And sa advisor niya daw na si Ma'am Jean Trinidad Gardose. Okay po. Sige po, I think you're prepared now for our lesson. Okay, sabi nga ni Maria Francesca Makaraeg, it's about canoeing and kayaking. Yes, good morning din, Kat. All right, so let's start na sa ating review. So we're going to have the activity fact or bluff. Now, I'm pretty sure you have idea on this po, no? So remember, if the statement is correct, then you will just have to answer fact. But if the statement is incorrect, then your answer will be bluff. So again, let's start our review about kayaking, canoeing, and proper etiquette and safety protocols. Can you give me a thumbs up po? Thumbs up po, no, sa ating if you're ready, can I see a thumbs up sa ating comment box if you're ready for our review? All right, so I think you are all ready now. So let's start. Let's start now our lesson, our review rather. Okay, this is the first question. Okay, so you just have to type in if it is a fact or bluff on your comment box. So kayak is an open vessel, and the person either sits or kneel inside the canoe and use a single-bladed paddle to push to the craft through the water. So tell me if it's a fact or bluff. Sige po, you can now type in your answer sa ating comment box. Is it an open is kayak an open vessel? Okay. So what's the answer is? Okay. Ang answer po natin ay it is bluff. Okay? Remember ang cano po ang kayak po kasi this is an enclosed vessel. And also double-bladed paddle po para i-push yung craft through the water. So this is a bluff. Okay. Ang open vessel po ay yung tinatawag nating canoe. All right? Now let's move on to question number 2. Canoeing and kayaking improves cardiovascular endurance, increases muscle strength, torso, and leg strength. Is this a fact or bluff? So we're down to number 2. So the answer is, what is your answer? Okay. The answer is it's a fact. Okay, very good. So by doing this kind of activity, there are some physical benefits that we can gain while doing this physical recreational activities. Next. So very good, no? Adrami and Makaraeg for giving the correct answer. How about the third question? Recreational canoeing and kayaking are examples of low-impact activity. Is this a fact or bluff? What is your answer? Type in your answer sa ating comment box. Yes, you got it right, Makaraeg, Francesca. Okay, the answer is, yes, it is a fact. Okay, very good on that. Let's have a good answer then kay April, Rose de la Torre, and kay Kat and Maher. That answer is a fact. So, canoeing and kayaking, unlike some like running activities po, no? In that case po, hindi masyado prone to injury when you engage sa mga contact sports or running activities. Good work, students. Let's have the fourth question. Always leave the venue clean after using the facilities and equipment. Is this a fact or bluffed? Type in your answer sa ating comment box. Is it a fact or a bluffed? Yes. Okay. The answer is yes, that's correct, Francesca, and also Maher. Yes, whenever we engage to physical activities, no, we using the facilities. It's also very important that after using the equipment, so let us leave the venue clean. This is also a respect para sa next user. Let's have then the last one. Okay. It is okay to hug equipment in health or physical activities. Is this a fact or a bluff? Especially at this time of pandemic, no, we also we have virus. Okay, is it okay to hug the equipment? All right. So the answer is it's a it's a bluff. So good answer, Makaraeg, and also to kay Kat and Maher. Yes. Now, especially because you might not know if yung equipment na ginagamit natin ay nandun din yung virus po, no? So, it's very important before you, as much as possible, we don't touch, we can bring our own equipment kasi, baka kasi dun sa equipment within the facilities or yung mga surfaces, maaari tayong ma-infect ng virus kung nandun man sa lugar na iyon or even the equipment that we are using. So, this one is a bluff. Okay, very good answer as well kay April Rose, kay Nivlem Nyar, and kay Angelica. Good work, students. It seems that very clear ang inyong understanding with lesson 6, okay, about kayaking and canoeing, and also the safety protocols and proper etiquette when using facilities and equipment. At this point of time, let's have another activity. It's called Park Question, Answer, and Go. Now, you may have your notebook and your pen or a piece of paper with you, and then I just want you to at least park this question. So write on your notebook or on a piece of paper, right? How do participating to team building activities address health issues and concerns? Again, I want you to write on your notebook or on a piece of paper, how do participating to team building activities address health issues and concerns? Okay. So, as you write down this question, no, park muna natin tong question na to. And then later on, after the discussion, okay, I want you to answer this question based also on your understanding and what you have learned during our discussion. Okay? So, I hope you are able to write down this question. So, 5 more seconds. Okay. So I hope nakasulat na 'yan sa inyong mga papel, sa inyong papel or sa inyong notebook, and later on we will go back on this question. So mapapansin nyo, we have here a keyword team building. So I guess somehow you have an idea what is team building, but particularly how will it address health issues and concern? Kay Maher, yes, you can screenshot so you can go back with it later on. So nasa sa inyo po 'yan. Okay, so that's the question that we have to answer later on. So for today, we are going to talk about team building activities. And this is a recreational activity that address health issues and concern. But let's give emphasis to our most essential learning competency. So, participate in an organized events that address health issues and concern. Okay, and these are our specific objectives. So first, we have to discuss the nature and background of team building activities. Another one is to recognize yung benefits of participating team building activities. And the last one is create a team building activity plan that addresses health, recreation issues, and concern. And to participate sa mga simple team building activity with your family members. So after you plan it, okay, then hopefully you can be able to do it with your family, that particular team building activity plan. So I hope you can also achieve these objectives, no? Particularly, mas maganda, no? You are able to have a team building activity with your family member. And at this point of time, magkaroon tayo ng a short quiz. Okay, so let's have our quiz time today. So all you have to do is write the letter of the correct answer sa ating comment box. Okay, and at this with this, no, you just have to this is just to assess your knowledge about team building activities. Okay? So let's start na sa ating quiz time. So at least kung ano yung sa tingin nyo, or this could also be a refresher, a review if you were able to study yung team building activities, recreational activities back when you were in junior high school. So let's start with the first question. Which of the following refers to an organized recreational activity that aims to promote unity, cooperation, and teamwork? Is it A, team building? Is it B, team development? C, team effort? Or letter D, team management? Okay, ang bilis ni Francesca, no? Yes, the correct answer for this one is letter A. Very good, Francesca Mahara-Kaeg. This is team building. This refers to team build. Same thing with Angelica Joy de la Cruz. Good job. The answer is letter A. Let's now move on to number 2. Which of the following responses shows a good team leader? So based on the responses here, is it A, I can lead you? B, we can do it together? Letter C, they are better than us? Or letter D, I trust them, they can do it? Okay? So as a team leader, ano kaya, which one is best? Which of these is the best response? Yeah, the answer will be letter B. We can do it together. So as a leader, no, you lead the team, but somehow you also motivate your members that you can achieve a goal or a certain activity together. Okay, because you work as a group. So the best response for this is we can do it together. Yes, so Nivlem Nyar, answer niya letter B, also kay Francesca. Now let's move on to number 3. There are stages kasi na pag-aaralan natin. But what do you think is the stage of team development where members they start to socialize? Is it A, forming stage, B, norming stage, C, storming stage, or letter D, performing stage? What do you think is the answer for this? Can you type in your answer sa ating comment box po? The answer is, okay, the answer is forming stage. Okay, from the word itself, formed, so starting to form. So very good answer, Angelica Joy de la Cruz, and still kay Francesca Macaraeg. Very good on that. We have here the forming stage. Now, let's have here question number 4. Okay, nasa 4 na po tayo. What team development stage represents where teams are experiencing conflict with each other? So, after nag-socialize na, okay, saan naman po kaya we're in, in every group, no, there could be conflicts, misunderstanding that might occur, okay, during yung process ng you're working together, okay. So, ano po kaya tong stage na to? Yes, the answer is we have there the norming stage. Very good again, Francesca. So, that is correct. Okay. Let's have the 5th question po. Which of the following will undermine team effectiveness? Okay. So may tinatawag tayong the effectivity, okay, no? So ano po kaya sa paanong ano kaya yung sa benefit na to, no, ng effectiveness where we can undermine, okay, yung during a team building activity. So is it A, effective communication, B, self-actualization, C, self-fulfillment, or letter D, socialization? Can you type in your answer po? Team effectiveness. Which one is the best answer for this? For team effectiveness, meaning to say you were able to achieve the goal. So, yun na tayo, masasabi natin we were able to achieve yung tinatawag nating self-actualization. So, the answer for number 5 is letter B. Now, let's move on to number 6. Now, here is a situation. You observe that one of your team member is quiet and do not interact with other members. Okay, what will you do as a team member? Is it A, you have to call a colleague and ask about the concerned member? B, you will just ignore the team member? C, pull out and get the attention of the group? Or letter D, start a conversation with the concerned member? Okay. So ikaw na, no, napansin mo na that one of your member is very quiet. Okay, very good answer. Nakita ko na yung answer ni Raquel Kubakub. Yes, the answer should be, the best one is letter D. Also to Adore Betito, very good answer. And also Angelica. So somehow, dahil ikaw na yung unang nakapansin, no, it's better you can start a conversation, then eventually you would know what seems to be the problem, what could be the concern of your team member. Very good. Let's have question 7. Your group did not succeed in the last task that your group performed. Then your leader conducts a meeting with the group to explain the role of each member for the next task, and all the members agree with it. Ano kaya yung stage of team development na dinidescribe sa sitwasyong ito? What is your answer? Is it A, forming stage, B, norming stage, C, storming stage, or letter B, performing stage? So somehow, nagkakaroon na kayo ng idea ng stages ng team development. Yes, the answer is letter D, performing stage. Very good, Sonia Cruz, for giving the correct answer. Let's now move on to question number 8. Now, there are different kinds of team building activities. Okay, which of the following team building examples do not need equipment? So, I hope you have ideas sa mga examples ng team building activities. Na letter A, is it A? Guess what? Letter B, fox and squirrel. Letter C, everybody eat, or letter D, extreme relay. So no need, it won't need any equipment. Okay, the answer is yes, that's correct. Sonia and Francesca, the answer is guess what? Okay. All right, grade 12 students, let's have question number 9. Okay, so good answer din kay Raquel, no? Her answer was also correct. Number 9, which is not an example of a team building activity? Okay. Is it A, extreme relay, B, human twister, C, basketball, letter D, scavenger hunt? So do not be confused, no? Team building activity. So most particularly, yung konsepto niya, no? Yes. The answer is letter C, basketball. So basketball is considered a sport, okay? And there is meron tayong standard rules and regulation that you need to follow. Okay? So here for number 9, the answer is basketball. So later on, we will learn those examples of team building activity. But I know you can have somehow conceptualize and you also have ideas na ng team building activities. And the last question, which of the following is the best team building approach in the time of pandemic? Okay. So kung hindi man sabay, for example, you wanted to engage team building activities with your friends, okay, with your classmates. So, ngayong time of pandemic, ano kaya ang pinaka best na pwede nating yung gawin? Is it A, personality-based, virtual-based, problem-solving-based, or letter D, skill-based? Now, dahil we are just encouraged to stay at home po, no? So, for number 10, yes, the correct answer is letter B, a virtual base, Adore, and then Angelica and Francesca Macaraeg and Raquel. Very good answers on this. Since you cannot really go to your friend's house, to your classmates' house, so at least you can communicate, you can have some team building activities virtually. Okay? So very good sa mga students na I think halos alam na ang mga itatackle natin today. So some of you were able to give correct answers already. And we can now start our discussion today about team building activities. So now what we can do is let's define muna anong definition natin ng team building. Okay. I know you have some idea. Let's refresh ourselves, or if you don't know this, the nature of this activity, so please listen very well. Okay. So let's define what is team building. It is an organized recreational activity participated with either a small group or large group of people that usually it empowers individuals through different recreational games. As you know, ang team building activities, no, ang purpose niya, it's not just to, particularly, ang pinaka-purpose niya is it can develop yung holistic well-being ng tao within the physical aspect, and can be social aspect since you have to socialize. Also, pwede rin yung inyong mental and emotional aspect can be improved when you engage to team building. And particularly if the team building is, it is an active, it composed of active active activities rather, okay? It can improve your health status. So it can, especially if it's a routine at home, it can improve the health status of your family without spending much. And since we cannot travel somewhere else, no? And aside from that, not just within the family, it will be more enjoyable to spend time with friends, okay? As you do team building activities with your classmates, fellow scouts, or you can also create new friends when you participate to different creative and challenging physical activities. But for the meantime kasi, we are encouraged to stay at home. So I hope let us practice, spend, or have team building activities with a small group or within your family members. Kasi with the kind of situation we have. So that's for team building. Now let's define what is team management. Team management, this is a process wherein you are learning as you work together effectively. So meaning to say, for team management, this would involve teamwork. There would be communication since you work as a team. And you are working as the objective or yung goal ninyo, no? Kung alam nyo na yung objective and yung goal ninyo as a team, you could be able to at least plan as well how can you achieve your objective or your goal, and how would you coordinate in a group as a group of individuals na nagpa-perform ng isang task that results para ma-achieve yung pinaka-goal ng team. And for team management, meron siyang 5 stages rather. So the first one is the forming stage. So a while ago during our pre-assessment, no, so we have there the stages. So pag sinabi nating forming stage, okay, ito yung from the word itself, we have there the word form. So this is the stage we're in. Ito yung period na nagkakaroon ng orientation, getting to know each other. Okay, since kumbaga acquaintances muna. So at least they would spend to know more about each other. So that's for the forming stage. The next stage is yung tinatawag nating storming stage. It is considered, ang storming stage po ay yung most difficult o yung sinatawag nating critical stage to pass through. Kasi ito yung stage we're in after getting to know each other during your first meet, sige, okay pa. But as day goes by, okay, somehow you could experience some conflict, maybe competitions, okay, as an individual. Because, you know, as you work together, okay, as you day by day, you spend time with each other, yung mga personalities nyo, it would emerge, okay, and somehow yung hindi pagkakaintindihan, for example, you don't know each other more, okay, you can't accept or understand the behavior or yung personalities pa ng inyong team members. Somehow there would be some conflict and conflict or negative situations that may arise wherein ang team performance maaaring mag-decrease in this stage, okay? Or somehow kasi because of the conflict or some competition that you experience within this stage. So that's for the storming stage. Another stage is yung tinatawag nating norming stage. Dito naman sa stage na to, okay, it's like na-pass through niya na yung storming stage. Kumbaga, after that, because, you know, when you have conflicts with your team members, tas nagka-ice kayo, somehow, you also learn from that experience, charge to experience. And with that, sa stage na ito, na-resolve nyo na yung conflict. Okay? And unti-unti nang, okay, since you understand and accept the behavior and personality of your team members, so definitely, okay, naintindihan mo na yung unity, it's the start of the emerging unity within the team. In this stage, no, mapapansin natin may yung consensus ay nade-develop, okay, within the leader, the team members, okay, yung mga members, they understand their role and they were able to do their roles effectively. Okay, kumbaga yung mga interpersonal differences ng bawat team members ay na-resolve na. Kaya yung unity and cooperation ay nagaganap na. Okay, at na-experience na with the norming stage. That's for the norming stage. Let's now move on to the next stage, and ang tawag naman natin dyan ay performing stage. Now, pag sinabi natin performing stage, okay, meron ng, sabi natin may consensus na, may cooperation na, kumbaga, na-establish na. Somehow, the team is matured, organized na siya, and well-functioning na. At this stage, mas clear na and stable na yung grupo, okay? And every members are committed to the team's goal o yung mission ninyo. Though kahit may mga problems and conflicts na nararanasan, okay, they could be able to deal with it constructively. Okay, so that's for the performing stage. And the last one, we have there the adjourning stage. Adjourn. Now, in this stage po, ito yung, this is the stage wherein most of the team's goal or mission have been accomplished na. Okay? So somehow, because of yung mga stages na pinagdadaanan, even though there are conflicts that may arise, okay, you're able to wrap up final task, and somehow na-document na napag-uusapan o nakikita nyo na yung mga efforts and result ng inyong team members or particularly ng inyong grupo. So that's for the adjourning stage. So again, we have their 5 different stages ng team management. We have the forming stage, storming stage, norming stage, performing stage, and the last one is adjourning stage. Now, at this point of time, let me have some, examples lang ng mga team building activities. But I know somehow, siguro new ito sa inyo, but I think you can have team building activities, no, virtually, for example, with your friends. Ito naman, itong mga given examples na ito, like for example, human twister, fox squirrel, extreme relay, everybody's eat, and guess what? You can do this with within your family members. So we can have, for example, a human twister from the title itself. Okay, so preferably pwedeng mga at least dapat mga even numbers, no, 6 or more pwede. Okay, 4 or 6 or more pwede na yung 6 members here. Okay, and kung 6 siya, this will be played by 3 people. So usually this is by it's a duo. Okay, a duo. Kung sa 6 members, makapag-form kayo ng 3 groups. Okay, and you'll be needing here ng pwedeng mga dice and also yung note cards. Okay, so you just have to divide the team here. Okay, and then ang pinaka-ano lang nito kasi merong assign body parts doon sa note card. So for example, once you roll yung dice, okay, so para ma-select yung 1 as yung player number, yung second naman na dice ay para sa body part. So as you roll the dice lang, no, you just have, kung nakalagay sa note card, for example, sabi kasi si player 6, halimbawa, just example, si player 6, you just have to press yung knee niya. And then naman si player 2 naman sa nose. So mapapansin kaya human twister, somehow you're twisting because you have to touch, okay, or press yung mga body parts. So you just have to control rolling dice, adding ng human twist, following yung mga basic twister rules. So at least as yung group, they stay together sa longest without dropping any card, yun yung mananalo. So that's for the human twister. Another one, we have their fox squirrel. So pwedeng a group of 8 or 10 members, for example. And sa activity nito, you will be needing 2 balls. Mas maganda, it has kung maaring different size o kaya different colors naman. So for example, kanyan, you are sa group, no, you sit down in a circle, so you just have to face inward, and meron tayong yung isang ball, that would be the fox, and the second ball, yun yung tinatawag nating squirrel. So what all you have to do dyan is you just have to pass the ball, yung fox na tinatawag, the ball na tinatawag nating fox. This can only be passed person in any this one is in any person to person siya. Okay, so sunod-sunod. But yung isang ball natin, yung tinatawag nating squirrel, okay, it can be thrown anywhere. So merong isa na talagang dapat tuloy-tuloy yung pagpasa, but yung another ball, it can be thrown anywhere in direction. So meaning to say, pag ang 2 balls, it end up together sa isang tao, so he's holding the 2 balls, yun yung considered out. Okay, so hanggang sa isa na lang ang matira. So that's for the fox squirrel. Next one, we have here the we have the next activity, okay, extreme relay na tinatawag natin. So from the word relay, okay, now kailangan nyo dito ng mga strips of paper, and then you just have to write the task, no, na dapat isagawa ng mga mag-join or magpa-participate. So Ang mangyayari niyan, so for example, within your room, no, you just have to split yung mga members, okay, into several, pwedeng into several groups, depending kasi sa number nila, okay, o ilan man kayo, bubuuin yung team or members sa isang team. Now, you just have to line the different groups, no? Kunyari, for example, may tatlong groups, tigta tatlo, just for an example, and then, uh, make sure na ang grupo ay naka-spread out. So, ang gagawin lang dyan is you have to tell them, yung objective ng game is they have to roam around the room, for example, to run, and they have to find yung mga strip of paper, and then after that, after finding yung strip of paper, they have to perform the task. Kung ano man yung nakalagay sa strip of paper. And once they have completed the task, they have to run back and itatag naman nila yung next person in line. So kaya ka siya relay. Okay? So finally, yung grupo was able to complete the task, okay? Complete, and yung pinakamabilis na na-complete na task, yun yung magiging panalo. So that's for the extreme relay. Next one, we have the everybody's it. Okay. Somehow, this is an active team building activity. It can compose with a large group of individuals. Okay. Maaari kayong gumamit ng mga cones. May mga cones tayo. Just to mark off yung mga boundary. Okay. Parang may boundaries yung particular area. Okay. Para din na merong specific area lang kung saan dapat kikilos or you have to run, for example. Now here, you just have to set a boundary na kailangan magsistay sila. But sabi nga, there should be enough space or area for them to roam around or to run. And ang mangyayari niyan, this is a tag game lang to, where everyone is it. So you just have to tag someone out. You have to tag mo sila muna bago they tag you. So kapag natag ka na nila, then you have to sit down. So, if two people tag each other at the same time, sabay kayo, natag niyo yung isa't isa, then you're both out. And ang winner para sa game na to, okay, is kung isa na lang o yung tinatawag natin yung last man standing. So, that's for everybody's it. And we have here the last one, yung tinatawag nating guess what. Okay. So somehow a small group to large group you can have for this team building activity. Okay. So walang equipment na kailangan, sabi nga natin for guess what. Ang mayayari lang dito is, for example, one individual, he will leave the room, okay, where the group is situated, and while the person is out, he is gone, yung grupo naman, they would decide one particular thing, object, okay, that they will describe, okay, to the figure outer na tinatawag natin. Yung the one who leaves. Yung after the figure outer, yung the one who leaves, no, comes back and he starts to ask question na, for example, what color is this, blah, 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 okay. Ang mangyayari niyan, the game goes on until yung figure outer, okay, excuse me, can figure out what the group is trying to describe. So, in here, sa activity to, it creates an opportunity to create cohesive relationship that promotes interpersonal skills, yung confidence, okay. All right, so with these team building activities, at least they could pursue a certain goal together. So also build trust, okay, when you participate this team building activity. So once again, there are a lot of team building activities. These are just a few of the different team building activities. So meron tayong virtually, pwedeng yung may mga puzzle games, bingo games, okay? Or they would just describe a picture, or somehow they could socialize. There would be team cooperation, okay? But particularly because of the situation, I hope we can perform or do some team building activities with your family. Okay? Because it has different benefits. And among of these benefits, okay, ano yung pwede nating, what are the advantages if we engage to team building activities? The first one is it would promote socialization. So within a group, okay, so somehow, since you have to communicate with one another, there are different people, you have to work together, okay. And as you do and perform the task, no, syempre you have to talk, okay. You have to figure out anong dapat gawin, how will you achieve, or how could you win, for example. And with that, uh, you could have confidence and trust with each other, okay? Kahit may mga conflicts that may arise, okay? Along with those challenges, you could be able to achieve your goal together. So that's one, promote socialization. Another one is promotes effective communication. Okay. Now, as you do the activities, as you within the process of achieving your mission, okay, or your goal, so as you communicate with each other, okay, napaka-importante niyan because you may understand more each other, okay, uh, how you perform the task mas magiging mabuti, okay, because you have good communication. And somehow you can share, you can exchange ideas and opinions in the most appropriate way para ma-contribute yung success ng team. So that's effective. In every relationship, communication is very important. Next, promote self-respect and collaboration. So remember, no, in every team, in every group, kahit nasa family, di ba, it composed of different people with different personalities. And as you accomplish a task, even though there are conflicts and challenges or problems that might arise, no, you as you work together, you try to listen to one's ideas. You come up with a plan, and eventually you will meet halfway, no? Even though magkaiba kayo ng opinion at ng idea, then you could meet halfway. Kasi sa tingin nyo, ito yung best para sa grupo, ito yung best para ma-achieve ang inyong goal. And kumbaga dito, no, promotes respect and collaboration. There is a combination of you acknowledge yung strength, yung weaknesses, yung creative thinking skills ng bawat isa, okay? And also eventually you try to solve, you develop your problem solving skills, yung adaptability skills ninyo together that will result sa well collaborated plan as you achieve your goal. Another one, we have there promote self-actualization and fulfillment. Now here, you are being responsible of your behavior. Okay, kumbaga yung barriers within the team members. Okay, you already gain teamwork and you become productive, and it increase your self-actualization as you try to achieve different missions and goals. Okay. Kasi there are different challenges or activities within your group, okay? And then, if you try to solve things out despite of some different barriers, no, different personalities, okay? Teamwork, cooperation, unity is there. So this increases your self-actualization. It's a good feeling that you accomplish things. Especially, mas maganda, sabi nga natin, shared joy is double joy. And we have here the last one is it promotes well-being and health. Ito yung pinakahalos maganda din, no? Kasi when you participate to recreational team building activities, it could ensure yung health and well-being ninyo. Okay? Lalo na kapag very challenging and very active yung team building activity. And somehow, this will allow you to become adaptive, and you can find ng mga appropriate coping mechanism in case you're facing some shortcomings, okay? And with these team building activities, ma-equip talaga yung skills ninyo as you experience different situation that will eventually, it will have an effect para sa inyo, para for you to achieve also a healthy living. Somehow, sabi nga natin, no, different aspect, not just physically, socially, but also mentally and emotionally, spiritually, it can be also, no? Wherein, with these team building activities, it would create a positive outlook na, para ma-promote yung holistic health ng isang individual. Okay. And if it's a very physically active activity, no, somehow it would achieve fitness, okay, and it could combat some illnesses, and you can maintain or attain vigor. So those are the importance of team building activities. So I hope you appreciate having these team building activities now. Now, instead of we just work alone, we do things alone, okay? Let's take some rest, and do such activities wherein we can socialize, we can be physically active, okay? It's more fun that we engage to different activities with other people. Okay, so those are the importance of team building activities. Okay. Now, for this activity, ito yung sinasabi natin, no? So, I hope you could create your team building fam band. Okay. For you grade 12 student, no, you just have to choose an activity that somehow suits the interest ng inyong family. Okay. This is an opportunity for you to bond, to laugh together, enjoy together, and really have quality time together. So you just have to write down dyan kung ilang family members would participate. Okay, so para makita nyo din, no, mas maganda if it's a active physical or recreational team building activity. So you can get your heart rate at rest and heart rate of each family member or after doing the activity. So mas maganda, no, mas makikita natin, sabi nga natin, if our heart rate increases because we engage to physical activities, okay, that's particularly, it would benefit our body. So I hope you could create this plan, and you could be able to do it with your family. So particularly, ano kayo ng time wherein, syempre hindi na busy, for example, ang parents ninyo, or mas maganda siguro yung weekend, yung family time ninyo, you could be able to execute itong team building activity plan ninyo. Okay, so mas maganda, you have to assess ano ang interest ng bawat isa, and would you think this recreational team building, maganda na it could develop yung physical, mental, social, and emotional aspect. Right? So that's how you will do this team building fun band. And let's have here, I want to know na, diba, this is our part question earlier. So tell me now, how do participating to team building activities address health issues and concern? So based on the discussion as well, okay, based on your realization, what you realized, okay, how can team building activities address health issues? Kindly comment can type in your comment, your answer sa ating chat box, sa ating comment box. What's the benefit of team building activities that it can address health issues and concern? Okay, so while waiting for your answer po, let me greet Sherlyn Luterte. Good morning sa'yo. Okay, we also have there Haji Katipunan Jimeno Parami from Rojas National iPad Farm School, Tapas, Capiz. Hello po. Yeah. Hi sa'yo, Pierre Franco. Also kay Phoebe Sohor. Yeah, good morning. Okay. So can you type in your answer sa ating comment box, no? How do participating to team building activities address health issues and concern? All right. Okay po. Yes, ang team building activities, no, it can motivate uh, people to work together. Yes, that's correct. And um, certainly kapag napaka-active ng recreational activity, it can develop yung strength, okay? It can also address pwede yung mga weaknesses. It can overcome yung mga weaknesses or illnesses. And aside from that, sabi ni Nivlem Yar Escarilla, it promotes family bonding, sharing ideas and opinions, and camaraderie. Yes, ito yung pinaka-advantage ng recreational activity that somehow, no, when it comes to yung mga kung mental health issues, for example, no, it creates it creates positivity. You can enjoy, you can laugh, okay, with the camaraderie or family bonding that you have for your family or within your group. Very good answer, Nivlem Yar Escarilla. Yes, that's correct. Okay. And also with this, no, you with recreational activity, this is an avenue for you to know people better. You can work toward common goals. It can develop your skills, creativity, problem solving skills, okay, leadership skills, okay, and it creates an extra effort to connect with other people, with different individuals. Okay. Yeah. Let's have Sonia Cruz answer. Participating the team building activities can develop good relationship to the team members. Yes, very good answer on that. So, ang health issues naman, it's not just physically, no? Okay. And we also have here, Francesca, it promotes teamwork, unity, self-confidence, and or enhances our skills. Very good answer, Nivlem, Sonia, and Francesca Macaraeg. I hope you really value and you realize the importance of team building activities, and eventually po, no, you can perform and do that at home, especially with your family members. Para ano naman, no, it's a kind of bonding. Hindi lang yung you have more of gadgets, okay? Let's be physically active as we try to socialize, promote unity and cooperation within the family. Very good answer, students. Okay. I hope you were able to understand and realize, okay, the importance of recreational activities sa buhay natin. Okay? And that's it. We finally come to end our week 7. Okay? Hope as you plan, no, you are excited to try yung team building activities with your families. And thank you once again for your comments and the suggestion po. We appreciate that you will email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph. Thank you so much, students, for being with me sa ating Week 7 lesson. Okay, this is your teacher, Shen, saying there is a great power when a group of individuals with similar interests gets together to work toward the same goal. So I hope you have more team building activities, recreational activities with your family. Okay, so it can really develop your holistic health. Thank you so much for tuning in. Meron na tayong next week for our week 8. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Nivlem Yar Escarilla. And thank you din sa iyo, Maria Francesca and Sherlyn Luterte. And baunin natin ang natutunan natin today. Again, thank you so much. And keep safe, everybody. God bless everyone.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Filipino. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!